Hello everyone, I'm the Solar Gamer and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I have been toying around with this little plane right here. I was kind of afraid on moving up to the larger cockpit because, I didn't think I could do much with it. But I've actually come up with a cool little design here that is actually very effective at traveling long distances. So, I guess bigger is sometimes better. So I called it the Kerbal Revolver. Let me just explain a few things, since I didn't build it on camera. It is long, so getting it into the air without the back end blowing up is kind of a problem that I've had to deal with. So I put the landing gear on the side wings, which are decoupled, or they're attached with radial decouplers, only because I didn't want the fuel to be different. I wanted this engine and that engine to work off of their own fuel, not the main engine fuel, right here. So there's really not much thought into this, but trial and error got me to this design. So, without further ado, let's see if we can get this to the North Pole. These first two engines, the side ones, are going to go first, and this is a separate stage right here, this engine. And yeah, so let's see if we can do it this time. One thing I should probably do is wait till we hit the very end, and then oh, there we go, and we are airborne. Alright, now we're just going to be turning north. Alright, we need a little bit more speed right now, so I'm going to launch that next engine. God, just like a freaking whale in the sky. It doesn't move fast at all. Yeah, it's not the best maneuverable plane out there. Holy crap. Alright. Finally! We've moved into the right direction. Alright, and the North Pole is obviously very north. I've never been to the North Pole here, so that's why I kind of want to visit, see what's up there. And, yeah. Just to explore. We are still flying high into the sky. Alright, we're just going to shut this main engine down. Just to conserve fuel. And we are actually entering the secondary atmosphere. I don't know what that's called. I forget. Stratosphere or something. So we're going to level off a bit. We don't want to go too high, because then these engines won't work, and we'll just technically fall out of the sky, which we are actually doing. Alright, so we actually fell a long distance. I'm finally gaining height again now, but yeah, we fell a long way. We're probably going to get to about 10,000, then we'll level off a bit. You know, I can only imagine what this place is going to look like once they're all done with the game, you know? Flying over the terrain here. It's pretty dead, but I mean, they're planning on adding cities, you know, things to look at, and it's going to be crazy. It really is. Alright, now we're getting close to the end of this fuel tank right here, so I will have to turn this engine back on, and actually try to do it now, so it has time to catch up. Yeah, because that's going to be gone in a second. And yep, there it goes. These engines are no longer valid. We will decline in speed, but I don't think there should be an issue here. Yep, and we are starting to gain back height again, but we're moving so slowly. So slowly. You see this little dot right here? This is Minmus. That is what Minmus looks like from Kerbin. A tiny little satellite-looking thing. And obviously, we have the sun, and you can see the moon right there. So that's what Minmus looks like from Earth, and I can, or Kerbin, I should say. And I can actually show you that it is Minmus. That's it again right there. And right there. Minmus. And obviously the moon. I just thought of something. If it took so long to take off, you know, without hitting the back end and blowing it up, it's gonna... I don't know how I'm gonna land this thing. That's gonna be a challenge. I hope it's flat at the North Pole. It looks it. But we can only tell when we get there. So, well, we'll find out. The new update that is coming out, well, it doesn't have an announcement date on that yet. It's going to have EVAs and IVAs, which are extra vehicular activities, meaning your little Kerbals will be able to come out of the spaceship and you will be able to control the little Kerbals manually, which is awesome. You can do it on the surface of Kerbin or the moon or Minmus, or you can do it in orbit. And IVAs, which I don't know if are planned for the next update, but they're in the early works of it, is moving throughout a spaceship, having internal places where your Kerbals can go inside of your spaceship. So it's mostly for if you're building like a satellite or a space station, which is really cool too. So that's what they're working on currently. There's some new particle effects that's being worked on. What else? Yeah, I think just EVAs and IVAs are the biggest mechanic that they want to add or start adding in the next update. So definitely stay tuned for that little video, because I will definitely show that off. And we are actually almost to the North Pole. Oh, first glimpse of it right there. I see white on the horizon. That is the North Pole. I keep saying the North Pole. It's the Arctic Circle up here of the North Pole, which is right there. We're going to the North Pole. This is the Arctic Circle. Just to clarify. Yeah, this is a weird border for the ice, as it just drops and hits the ocean floor, and it's kind of rigid. I don't know if that's going to be work done. Probably. Huh. Interesting. And we have entered the Arctic. That looks cool over there, that little mountain range. You can see Minmus again right there. We're going to lose Minmus because we're going closer to the surface here. As we keep moving farther north, my plane is doing weird things. It's tilting to the left more, which it wasn't doing earlier. So I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, as you can see how we're rotated a little bit down to the left. We weren't doing that before. We have barely any fuel left, so we actually have to land. Let's take out the landing gear. We're gonna come in nice and slow. Alright, let's see if I can do this now. Here we go. Oh no! I lost the engine, but we did land. Yeah. Alright, well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely need to tweak a couple things, because we made it just to the poles. And landing and taking off is a problem. So I'm going to have to look at that problem again and, I don't know, figure out what I'm going to do with that. Don't see anything out here. Nothing at all. Just white, barren space. Yeah. So, we made it to the Arctic. We did. And that is about twice the distance that the Kerbal Explorer could travel. So, I mean, we are accomplishing things. It's just very, very slowly. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.